Man takes toddler to cinema, let the story commence. Craig had a wee toddler, his wee Wayne. And he's taking him to see a film, a Disney film. Very, 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 very risky taking a toddler anywhere. Anywhere they can do anything. Anything can happen. Are you the sort of person that kind of is prone to getting a bit stressed out and worrying how things are going to go? And what you're going to do if you get there and this happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? And what if that happens? What if when that happens, let's branch out from this option, right? We'll make that option this finger now. There's these things that can happen. What if from this option, the next option along there, these options can happen. And for this one, like a tree, like this. So you're deciding, starting at the bottom, you're deciding to go somewhere. You're deciding to take your toddler out. Here you go. And then you're having to think to yourself, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? Or that, or that, or that, or that. Well, if that happens, that might happen. What if that happens, and that happens, and that happens, and that happens? If that happens, goes along there. In fact, come up here. Comes up here. That might happen. That might happen. That. But if that... Anyway, none of that might happen. Let's go to the second one. That might happen, though. If that happens, you can do that. I know, but then what you got to do if that happens, etc. Until you're left with this look. Oh, that. Oh, that. Oh, these options. There they are. If you're that type of person, and by the time you get to that fucking option there, you're knackered. I would advise you to think about how, maybe not having a win. Or at least sort of just go like that, right? The next 2 years are going to be hell. What if I take when this happens? What if I go and start screaming? What if I go, there's a shite, pish? What if I run out of this? What if I go there and that? What if I sit down and have something to eat and mechanic because he's doing this or he's doing that? Get up and leave. What, you got to pay for it and then they'll eat it? What if you're absolutely fucking starving? What if he's wanting food when you're no? What? Anyway, what if you haven't thought it through? Anyway, so Craig went and he was stressed out about all that and he sat down. And he just thought, oh, you know what? I know this is going, I know that I don't think I'm going to go in here. I don't think I'm going to go in here actually. Hi, can I help you? Can I have 2 tickets to see the latest Disney Pixar film, please? Does he go in for free? Aye. No, but it's reduced. It is reduced as a child. All right. And how much is a child ticket? £25. Sorry, what was that? 25. Right. And how much for him? That's for him. That includes him. No, that's for him. I'm sorry. Sorry. I've not been getting a lot of sleep. I can't really concentrate on what you're saying. Can we start again? How much for a ticket for my toddler who is 2? Is a toddler? When does toddler age? Hold on. Toddler age. According to the Centre for Disease Kids, the Centre for Disease Control. According to the Centres for Disease Control, kids between the age of 1 and 3 are considered toddlers. Right, so 2. According to the Centre for Pests and Diseases and things that go wrong, who are the experts in anything to do with Wayne's, they say Child Safety and Child Welfare Group think that toddlers... I'm not interested what they think. What do the disease people, the virus, disease, pest people think? They think between 1 and 3. Between 1 and 3, okay then. So Craig said, I'm sorry, just to ask again. My 2-year-old, my toddler, how much for a ticket for him? Just for him. I'm coming in with him. I'm not asking about the price of my ticket. How much for him? £25. Right, and how much for me? £40. Right. And just on another thing, I might have banged my head. And woke up. What year is this? I'm expecting you to say, what do you mean what year it is? What year is it? See, I've not had enough sleep. I'm expecting you to say, why, it's good old 2085. I'm expecting you to say that. It's 2021, right? Right, guy. Just give me that. Just before he starts greeting. And can I have popcorn? Can I have? I don't want to go in here. I want to go to the park. We're not going to the park. We're going to go and see a film. I don't want to see a film. I want to go to the park. But we're going to go in here. It's going to be good. I want to go to the park. But this will be good. It'll be good. We're watching a film and I get to shut my mind off for fucking 2 hours. Let's go in here. And he went like, right, you know what? He said, listen, just give us a wee second. And he took his way away. His wee boy was called Craig Jr. And he took his Wayne to a friend of his who's got like 2 Waynes and all that. He's got a toddler and an older one. And he went, John, could you do us a favour? Can you look after Craig? Are you all right here? You're all right? I'm just busy with the Waynes. Could you look after Craig for just like half an hour? I no bother. What's the matter? Just look after him. Just it's fine. If you got everything, I've got plenty of it. I put wet wipes, plenty. We've got everything. Right, look after him for half an hour. Right, I've got a wee pal there. There's Craig Jr. had been there before. Craig Jr.'s back. Oh, we love Craig Jr. Craig Jr. Come on, play with us. Be back in half an hour, right? Right, John. Aye, everything all right, Craig? Aye, everything's all right. Aye. And he went back to the cinema and he went up to the person behind the counter and he went like that. Say to me again how much he fucking tickets were. Excuse me. Say to me again. In fact, you know what? And he took out a fucking sword like that. Big fucking thing like that, man. He had a samurai sword up in his wall in his house. Right? He went like that. And he said, nothing's going to happen to you, don't worry. It's just a warning. Lower your prices. Cut your prices or I cut you. He left. He got about, I don't know, he decided to walk. He wanted to walk it out. He thought, that was fucking insane. You've lost it. He thought, walk, go and pick up. In fact, dump this fucking sword. Just dump it. It's shite anyway up in your wall. It's fucking tacky. Dump it. And just walk back to John's and pick up Craig Jr. and everything will be fine. Just put this behind you. And honestly, got about 5 minutes. Fucking Polos were there, man. Helicopter up in the sky. Polos fans stopped him right away. Hi, sir. Can I speak to you for a sec, sir? Yep. Okay, do you have anything on you, sir? Any weapons on you, sir? No. Somebody, you at the cinema earlier? Yep, okay. Can I just ask you to put your hands behind you? Do you have any weapons on you? Any swords? Swords? No, okay. Okay, just going to cuff you, is that okay? Okay, placed under arrest under a suspicion of a lethal weapon, deadly weapon is Thingy Act 1982 under Section 5 of the Sharp Weapons and Offensive Weapons Act 1972, 1985 and 1993 updates. Scotland Act. Contrary to Section 5.2 of that Act, you did hereby therefore, henceforth, notwithstanding, did enter the premises of this cinematic moving picture establishment and therefore did issue a threat, notwithstanding, therefore, thereafter, to a person or persons of employment or employments therefore in within, thereby notwithstanding the Cinematic Moving Picture Society of Scotland Act 1972 did contrify and clarify and contradictify that act, and therefore, due to and under the rule of common law, I am hereby committed to, assigned to, and I have a duty to. So that's my own words, that isn't off the script there. To place you under arrest, you understand your rights? And Craig went, yeah, yeah. So Craig got jailed. And the judge went, right, how do you plead? And Craig went, if I have to hear any of that again, or anything like that, just jail me. And the judge said, you're going to be hearing quite a lot of legal part here in court, I'll be honest with you. So it is maybe best if you just take a custodial sentence. And I think that'd probably be best because you're a wee bit fed up. Being a dad's kind of going to your head, isn't it? It's a bit, aye. Well, listen, John has decided, he said he could look after your Wayne until you get out. His girlfriend going to look after Craig Jr. They've decided to name him John Jr. Is that okay? Because he's going to, it looks like, I don't want to spoil what's to come, your sentence, but you're going to be in for quite a long time. Are you alright with just doing that? Before he really gets attached to the name, you're alright with just changing it? I don't know. I'd call me old fashioned, but I'd prefer if he just stuck with it. You know, the name I gave him. If he wants to change it, that's fine. But don't want somebody else, an outside party, saying your name is now this. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Well, he's changed it anyway, so that's that. And you don't really have a leg to stone him because you're convicted. Yeah, you're going to be, sorry, you're guilty, by the way. Right, so you're convicted now. I hereby, oh no, this fucking hereby part. I'm just saying it once. I'm going to say it again though, just because you interrupted me. I hereby sentence you to 50 years in prison, where you will serve a minimum tariff of 100 years. Do you have any questions? And Craig went, sorry, how is it? And he just said, notwithstanding hereby, and Craig went, right, just leave it. And then he went. And he's in there doing 100 years right now. He's been in there. He got visited by John Jr. the other day. And John Jr., you know what John Jr. said? I just thought I'd say my goodbyes to you, Dad, because old lungs have packed in. That's old lungs gone, you know what I mean? John Jr. was now 52. Because this was in the past. You said it was 2021. This is another loop. Another loop. This is a... See, when you get to see 2021, see when you get to like the year 100,000, 102,021, right? You're not going to go, oh, it's the year 100,000, 102,021. You shorten it. Just like you say, the 90s. When do you mean the 90s? The 1890s, the fucking last one. You just kind of shorten it. So this is we're way in the future. And see, when I said that the price of the ticket was like something like 40 quid, we're measuring it now in millions. So it's 40 million. Anyway, so imagine you're used to charging your work in thousands. How much is that going to be? Two. You don't mean 2 quid, 2 pence, you mean 2,000. It's the same with the money. 40 means 40 million. Craig, there was John Jr. saying, I'm meant to say my goodbyes, da. You've never stopped being my dad, just want to let you know that. I always knew. John, I call him my dad, but you're my dad, da. Da. Da, da, da. Do, 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 do. Da, da, da. Do, 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 do. You're my dad, da. Da. Da, da. The end. That was it. The courts were devastated, by the way. They gave him 1,000 PS5s, because this is in the future. They didn't give him like, the PS5000. It has never progressed beyond the PS5. They've just done like updates and shit like that. So they had to give him 1,000 PS5s to make up for the fact that it isn't a PS5000. How do you know this? In the future, they can't go back in time, but they can send messages, thoughts back in time. And this whole thing came to me as I was speaking. So it has felt like an improv to me. But they said at the beginning, just to let you know, this isn't an improv. This is actually being transmitted right now for the future.